Hey there, everybody. How are you out there in the world? I am so excited to be with you on this lovely day. So here's the thing. As I've been sharing with everyone, I'm a new author. But the scariest part is that I don't know. I don't know what anybody's going to think. I think what I'll rely on is the intention behind it, which was to provide insight, life hacks, and wisdom for our creative entrepreneurs out there. I'm Sadia Davis, and I am the producer of Reel to Reel. This is a fun and engaging talk where we catch up with individuals in the real intellectual property side of entertainment. That could be music, film, anything that has to do with putting something in a real form for entertainment on streaming or on TV, commercials, music videos, to real estate, real property. So we're going to be catching up with developers locally here in Chicago, architects, landscape architects, and me, because I'm a developer as well. We do that in conversation with my girl, Kayla. Yes, Kayla is a tremendous producer herself and technical producer of Reel to Reel. What's going on, girlfriend?
Hey there. Oh, nothing much, just kicking it.
Look, kicking it and doing it. Kicking it and doing it. And being a mom.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Being a mom, it's a lot of work. And my son is 1 year old and he's teething, and it's a challenge, but we're getting through it.
I know you are. And thank you so much for joining me on this journey of Reel to Reel, because in this moment, you, me together make this format real for everyone watching. So let's get started and look at who we have up. We are talking to Bravo. He is a song engineer, songwriter, music engineer, producer. Bravo he's a graduate of Columbia College of Chicago with a Bachelor's of Arts in Management and Music Business. He's a producer, mix engineer, and content producer. He does audio and visual. He is known for setting new and unique digital trends in the entertainment industry and shaping distinct and unique sounds. And I happen personally to know Bravo.
Thank you, Sadia, for having me.
Yo, man, it's so good to see you.
Likewise, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. You know, one of the things, I wish there was a way, I just literally could not find a way to upload the MP3s because this particular platform doesn't do it. So tonight I won't be able to hear Mara Love, but we will be able to listen to one of your other tracks. So tell us a little bit about you. Like, give us a little origin story of, you, Bravo.
Well, I'm a proud Chicago baby, born and raised. Kind of just to speed things up. I mean, I don't want to give you the whole, I'm the youngest of three and all of this stuff, but I've definitely have had a wonderful career, and continuing just to grow. I've been in music for a long time, went to school on a music scholarship, and just kind of continue my journey from there. I was a brass major, studied tuba, really helped develop a really keen ear in college. Later got into songwriting, then got into production, then got into engineering, and then my career kind of took off from there. I first started off interning at Epic and Jive Records, and then that kind of led me into all type of things, from just doing mixtapes, from doing corporate things, running around, meeting with labels, putting together original content, doing content production for, different phone carriers, providers, that kind of thing. I was doing that in conjunction with a company, Urban World Wireless. Then I got into doing post-production as well. So then, it just kind of it just kind of kept spiraling, like one door opened and then it kind of brought me to another door, brought me to another door, brought me to another door. And so, got into advertising, music production. So I'm fortunate enough to can say I've touched,
Yeah.
And have had success in different aspects of the industry, which kind of keep me well-rounded, keep me grounded, and keep me just diverse.
It is, and what you've basically demonstrated is the diversity in the type of spheres within entertainment that you show up, whether it's commercials, music videos, now shows, which is really exciting. As we started the talk here, I was really like almost missing the sound, and one thing that I find very powerful about your vision is the sound that you actually put out that is not necessarily the same as others. In fact, we have a short video that we're just going to play a snippet of just so that the viewers can kind of get a sense of your vibe.
Yeah, 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 yeah. For me, it's your boy JC. It's the face for me. It's the hair for me. It's the pedigree. It's the vibes for me. It's the style for me. It's the smile for me. It's the pedigree. It's the vibes for me, baby. You know what it is when I come through. I just wanna put this loving on you.
Oh, I was like vibing with it, right? I was like, I mean, I've listened to that song just in preparation for this talk, and it's sticking with me. It's sticky. What is that about what you create that makes you want to vibe with me? Like, I already have that. What's that called? Is that the hook?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's the hook. I think that music, can be very complex in nature, but I think one thing is that people need something that can stick with them, it can sit with them, something they can sing to, something that, as you can say, sometimes you might not know all the words, but you definitely going to remember that part or that thing that really sits with you. So I'm very conscious about making that, whether I'm a melody dude. So the melody, the lyrics, not to make it too complex, but make it simple but complex enough so when people try and steal your stuff, they really can't steal it. They're like, yo, what is that?
Oh, you bring up a really good point. Let's touch on that, because I think what I connect to is your melody, right? And I'm saying that, and I want to make sure we're definitely letting folks know how to check in on your website, because one of the things that I love about your songs is the melody. That's what it is. It's the melody. It sticks with you, but then it also has kind of a journey in it. So when you put it with a show or in the background of a visual, it moves it. Talk a little bit about some of your projects that you have. Can you talk about anything you have going on?
I can talk about some things. First thing is that journey came from my classical music and jazz background, where the music has to take you on a journey, and I think that we just pull it back a little bit for commercial music, but having a journey is still a very important thing. Same thing in mixes. Well, when you get to a mix in a song, you have to keep the listener engaged. So that's my job, is to keep the listener gauge. I already say we got goldfish memories, attention spans. You know what I mean? So we're there for a split second, and then all of a sudden, it kind of goes away. So you have to be able to be trendy enough. You mean, when I say trendy, meaning that you can relate to people really fast, but also, don't be so trendy that it's boring and you can't keep them engaged for basically the duration. So that's kind of that. Some of the projects, we've done some. Well, I can tell you what's out. So I kind of like to talk to you about what's out. So we've had National Geographic this year, Adult Swim, Cartoon Network. Had some really big syncs. We just actually landed 7 really big syncs in like the course of like a week or 2 weeks. kind of like a week and a half cycle. So it was.
Hi, Bravo was talking. I don't know what happened. What happened? You were talking about you had a great cycle with last week.
Oh no, I was still here. I seen you pop up. I thought you were going to say something, so I had kind of unmuted
Yeah.
so that you could have the floor. But no, things have been great. It's been a blessing. I'm, just waiting for paperwork is in. I'm
Good.
really excited about some of the shows that
Yes.
will be, coming forth. And actually some of my favorite shows. Like that's kind of one of my things. I love it when it's your favorite show and you
Right.
I landed one on my favorite show.
Yes.
So that's kind of like woohoo.
So you speak on that because when we talk about magical manifesting and we talk about how, yes, as a creative, we have what we create that's unique, but then sometimes we have a desire to be on or reach for a particular thing. And so not to mention that show yet, eventually folks will find out what it is. But the fact that did you ever say, I want to be on that? I want my music on that?
For 1,000%.
Yes. Okay.
1,000%. I'm not one of those people that's not gonna sit there and lie to you like, oh, I was just so grateful and humbled by the opportunity. It's like, no, like I was literally sitting with my wife. We're watching the show, and I'm like, yo, I have it. I have the answer. I have the formula. I know exactly what it is. I know what they're looking for. I know what key. I know the tempo. I know the vibe. I know the mood. I know which guitar to use. I'm like, I have it. And so I'm not shy about that. I think the only bad part about that is when you go after those and then when you don't get it. But I'll tell you this, I tried for a year, like literally a year. That was one of those things where I was like, listen, I was relentless. I mean, call me crazy, stalker. I'm like, I'm gonna get it. I have to get this show. And the funny part was once I got it, I was really, not to say it was easier than I thought from more so the business aspect. When you're shooting blind, okay, just is what it is. It's a million and one chance, a needle in a haystack. But once you get the business and everything really aligned up as far as the business and the politics to be able to really get it in, then it's like, okay, it was pretty straightforward. It was out of my hands. It was kind of in God's hands, and
Yes, it is.
it just happened.
That's it. I mean, that's the real. And, what we talk about is real to real. And the reality is that you put something out there, you can't control how it's going to play out. But the beauty of it is that it played out in your favor for exactly what you wanted, which is beautiful. So, one last thing before you mentioned classical. So, and classically being trained, today we have a guest that I want to share in just a moment here. But we showed some of the images of you behind the board. And one of the things that I think is you are aware is that the music industry is shifting. We've had this conversation on multiple occasions, and the boards are changing, right? You go from those really large boards down to a small mixer. You want to talk a little bit about how any of that innovation or evolution impact your ability to be a successful engineer?
Yes. Great question. Twofold. One of the reasons I think that contributes to some of the success we're having now is our ability to live in this middle lane. And I know that a lot of times we are kind of forced to be left, be right. I've always been a person that kind of really sat in the middle. And I was one of the first people to really invest and to have a full studio. I mean, literally, like even for example, when COVID hit and everything shut down, I literally took a full studio to my condo, set up shop, and worked the entire time. Like literally just worked, boards and everything, just going crazy. Thank God I had good neighbors, or they really could have, got me kicked out. But I'm like, y'all don't have anywhere to go. So hey,
Yeah.
there's nowhere to go. So we'll work through it. But just to kind of just speed it up really quickly. I've kind of really done that. I've taken the big studio and just condensed it a little smaller, get all
Yeah.
the right pieces, the right ingredients, so that you can be able to get that really big sound, but still kind of keep it contained
Yes.
And like I say, we have the same thing as all the big studios. We just, just a little smaller space, and then we get the same work done, because when you turn records in now, they have to be completely done. No one wants ideas, no one wants those things. They want them done to perfection. So,
and we know that you have an incredible ability to perfect, be precise, create that melody. And speaking of which, if you will hang tight with us, I really want to engage you in a conversation with our next guest. So we're going to bring on Megan Stokes. Megan is a pianist, teacher, and composer from Chicago, appeared on television shows, radio broadcasts, and she has also worked as a pianist on television, such as Empire, The Big Leap, and 4400. Performed at a number of venues, which include, but are not limited to, universities, Women's Day services, and all sorts of great things. Megan Stokes, you are just a tremendous individual. Hello. And I have had the pleasure of not only hearing you, hiring you too.
Yes. I know we met years ago.
I know, it's like too many years to remember. So talk to us a little bit about you as a pianist, because one of the things that I love about you, one, you're a woman pianist, and the power in which you play. Talk to us a little bit about you and your passion for the keys.
Yes. So I started probably when I was 9. Parents put me in music, and I haven't stopped playing since. I do teaching. I also teach music as well. In addition to performing, I also teach music as well. I've been teaching for about maybe 12 years now. Graduate of Roosevelt University and Northern Illinois University as well. So teaching is one of my other passions that I do, aside from playing. And then, like you said, mentioned the television shows as well. Empire, I was fortunate to work on Empire when it was airing some years ago. And recently this year, I did the Big Leap, which is coming to Fox station as well. That's going to be airing soon, September 20th. And then another one that I did, 4400, which is another show as well. And that should be airing sometime in October as well.
Oh, great. So you are just definitely able to share with us what we see in your bio and how to check you out. So talk to me a little bit about, as a pianist, right, and your desire to be behind sort of, whether it's a show or, a film, we call it scoring. In the music and film industry. Have you had any opportunities to work with anyone to score music?
No, that's what I really want to get into. I really want to get into scoring and doing more film work for sure. Definitely wanted to start that soon. I'm working on that right now. So just kind of collaborating and just doing that right now. So that's really what I really want to do right now.
Good. Well, I wanted to give you an opportunity to have a conversation with Bravo. And one of the reasons why I thought about you is I love your music. I love hearing you live. Is there anywhere anybody can come see you live while, in one of the, I don't know, venues?
Live? Let's see. Well, with COVID and everything going on, I haven't done too much, but I do have a couple of performances coming up, mainly just accompanying okay. Right now, but I'll be doing some solo shows soon.
Good. Well, we want to make sure that we let our viewers know when you are doing some of your solo shows. So let's bring Bravo back and have a brief conversation. So Bravo, you know my ear. And when I say she can play, I'm just saying she can play. So, one thing I would just ask Megan, here's your opportunity. Do you have any questions for someone like Bravo, who's a professional sound engineer who could work with sound, and anything you have to curiosities?
Yeah. So I know I saw your bio that you done TV shows with film and music as well.
Oh, yes. I mean, that's right now it's kind of funny because that's kind of leading the way for a lot of opportunities and things that we're doing. I mean, I am a record producer, but recently film and TV has just taken off. Like I said, we've placed a lot, and also I can announce it here. I won't say what it is, but I'm actually recording a show here at the studio, which will begin production next month. So I'm actually recording and mixing a show here at the studio. And I also, Megan, I also really know how to incorporate you into other revenue opportunities. So that can basically, monetize your skill set. That's kind of one of the things that I kind of really found out early, is how to really monetize your skill set. Because sometimes as a creative, you're taught the talent and you learn and you perfect it, and then you get into the marketplace and you like, what am I doing? Or how do I really, really truly not just survive, but truly make a living and flourish and in the marketplace.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things that I really identified in wanting to bring you guys into conversation is the amount of talent that both of you, obviously you have Bravo, and witnessing it in motion and hearing it. And then, of course, pre-pandemic, having witnessed in person Megan bang it out on the keys, right? And it's so beautiful. In fact, you know what? I believe we have a video of Megan's work. Let's take a look. It'll play up in a moment. We're gonna take a look. I'll see it. Let's hear it. Beautiful. Oh,
Woo! Great job.
Thank you.
Like, oh, it was so graceful with the nails. I was saying banging it out, and it was so graceful though.
Thank you.
So you should get sharp.
We're going to make a record together, and we're going to get it synced.
Okay. I got you. I got to get your contact information and everything as well.
We take care of all that for you, Megan.
Can I ask her a question, Sadia? You mind?
Please. Have that question. Yes.
Two questions. Are you in Chicago?
Yeah. Yes, definitely.
Okay. And the other question is, favorite composer, and then do you kind of like compose yourself originally?
My favorite composer, of which genre? Just any genre.
Traditional classical.
I'll have to go with Chopin.
Okay, that's actually one of mine. Wow.
Yeah, he's amazing. That's my favorite. He's been my favorite for years. That's definitely my favorite.
He has an amazing way to be graceful and like violent at the same exact time.
Exactly. Yes. And the chords, the melodies, everything. I mean, yeah.
And my other question was, do you practice? I'm pretty sure you still practice and play every day.
Yeah, I try to, but I teach, so as much time as I can fit in, definitely.
Do you practice on piano or do you practice on keyboard?
I do both, but I prefer the piano. But I do both. I do prefer both.
you were at Northern. Did you ever study under Ron Carter at all?
No, no,
Okay.
I
Um,
did not.
yeah. What about do you ever play like jazz or anything or R&B, anything like
Jazz, R&B. Yeah, I have some R&B videos too. I have some R&B videos. I love jazz. Oscar Peterson, one of my favorites.
Yeah, listen, when I say she can play, you
Oh,
know,
I know
Yeah,
she can play. You don't.
you
I
know,
already know she.
listen, I wouldn't put you in conversation with, somebody who couldn't make it happen at short notice.
yeah.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. The beauty is you are two stars. And it really is a great opportunity. And thank you, Bravo, for taking time. I know that you are busy and you are doing the darn thing. And I'm very happy that what you put out there for yourself is coming to life and making it real. And so I appreciate taking this time for us tonight. And then also to be encouraging to Megan, right? Because not only is she very talented, it's the power that comes underneath. And I'm glad that video you could kind of hear enough of the resonance of the piano, because when I say she bangs it out, that was a graceful piece, but when she goes hard and deep, woo!
That's so fan.
One of the things, Sadia, I really like, even with these like opportunities. Yeah, I do it for me, but I really do it because for example, to be able to help fellow creatives who might not have the same opportunities to really get inside the room. And that's kind of really what it's all about, is really, I always feel like I can flourish, but being able to help other people flourish and being to help other people get their music on TV, get songs on their favorite artists, being able to help them accomplish their dreams, to say, hey, I would love to be able to get a song or get in a studio with this person, or I would love to be able to write for this person. And I like to make that happen. I'm not selfish. I'm a fun dude. Yeah, I believe in sharing the wealth, because I feel like that's how the blessings come back. And that's really the only way that I
That's
really know
great.
how to do it. Someone took the time to help me and open doors for me, so I can do that for, people along the way. And Chicago has some amazing, talented, and
Yes.
beautiful people that really deserve an opportunity and really deserve to go through those doors.
Well, Bravo, thank you so much for opening those doors. And I appreciate the work that you do with youth and juvenile youth, and giving others an opportunity who also at times other people write off. And so I happen to know that you were true to your word. I think it shows up in the music. I think that melody that you create, it's not hollow, it's not fake, because it comes from a place of truth, and that is who you are. And thank you so much for taking this time. Megan, you are a star. I support you. I believe in you. And I'm so excited to see you continue to flourish in your work as a pianist and future composer for, I would say, scoring film, video, and some of these streaming services. So thank you both for showing up tonight and showing out.
Thank you for the invite.
Thank you. Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you. We will be working together soon.
Yes. So on Reel to Reel, we want to thank these two individuals who took their time to show up for you tonight. It's not even about me. I'm creating this platform with Kayla Jones to be able to shine a light on the talent that exists here in Chicago, both on the real side of REEL to the real REAL of real estate property and development. I'm Sadia Davis. Have a wonderful night. And thank you, Kayla Jones, for making it happen in the background.
It's my pleasure. All right. Great show, and we'll see you next time.
See you next time.